Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelly Wallace with First Look for this Monday. It is an incredibly busy time here in this newsroom as we are all pulling together to cover what is turning out to be the deadliest campus shooting in U.S. history. At this afternoon hour, at least 30 people believed to be killed on the campus of Virginia Tech University.
Let's go now to Jack Thompson. He's the attorney. And this goes back a bit. He represented the families of the girls shot at a different school. Remember the one at Paducah, Kentucky back in '97? Well, Mr. Thompson is a strong opponent of violent computer games.
The Washington Post today, as you know, reported that his high school friends or his associates said he was immersed incredibly in the video game, the computer-based game Counter-Strike.
Tell me about Counter-Strike, because it's a strong theory of yours. What is it?
Well, it's not just a theory.
Well, it's a theory that it had something to do with this case.
That's right. Until Monday, the worst school shooting in world history was in Erfurt, Germany, at the hands of Robert Steinhauser. He killed 16 and then himself, and he was immersed in the game Counter-Strike. It's a very violent, internet-based game in which you kill as many people as possible with all sorts of weapons.
I'm coming up only to hold you under, and coming up only to show you wrong, and to know you is hard, and we wonder.
Okay, what video game are you guys playing?
Pac-Man. No, I'm just kidding. We're playing Call of Duty.
Okay, and how many hours a day do you think you play video games?
4 or 5.
Yeah. And how many hours do you spend on homework?
Maybe like an hour. Have you been talking to me this whole time?
Yeah. And how many hours do you think you work out?
Maybe like 15 minutes or so.
15 minutes?
16.
You don't work out at all.
And to know you is hard, and we wonder. To know you all wrong, we wonder.
Do you have a child who plays video games?
I do have a child that plays video games.
And how many hours a week would you say he or she spends playing them?
I would say he spends somewhere between 5 and 10 hours per week playing video games, depending on whether it's a school week or whether it's a holiday week or a summer week. Somewhere between 5 and 10 hours per week.
Okay. What do you think of video games in general? Do you think they're good for children, bad?
I don't think they're good or bad. I think they are a form of entertainment. I think they're a lot of fun to play. I know when I was a kid I enjoyed playing video games, and I can see why they like to play them. And I look at them as just that. I look at it as a form of entertainment. And I think as long as you're doing it in moderation, which I would say 5 to 10 hours a week is in moderation, then I think it's a great form of entertainment. I don't think there's a lot of educational value in video games, but at the same time I don't think there's anything negative about video games either. So, I mean, there's some hand-eye coordination skills that it helps to develop, so there's a little bit of positive there. I think where people get carried away is when they spend excessive amounts of time playing video games. If you get into a situation where you're playing 20, 30, 40 hours a week, that's excessive, and then I think it is detrimental. So